Hey guys, so the purpose of this video is to introduce you to how to use Photoshop. I'm going to be showing a number of different activities. We'll break that down over a couple of different videos. But the first thing is I'm going to share some photos that I took during the excursion, and we're going to open them in Photoshop. So I've already got Photoshop open, and I'll ask you guys to do that now so you can pause the video. That's how it will work. So I'll do something on the screen, you watch that, and then you'll pause, and then you'll do it yourself. So I'm going to get a photo open. So I'm going to click and drag it across to there. There we go. I'm going to make it black and white. So very similar to Lightroom. You can go up the top, and it's got image adjustments, and I can go to black and white, and that's it there. I'm going to show you a little bit about the space. So up the top, we've got all these different sort of options: file, edit, image, layer, type, select, filter, all this sort of stuff. We'll be using that at different times. We then have a toolbar on the left-hand side where you can then sort of select an area. We can move an image if we wanted to, but it's currently locked. I'll talk about that. We can lasso, so we can select a certain area if we wanted to. We can, of course, crop an image. A whole bunch of other things that are going on here as well. I'm not going to go into too much depth there, but that's just giving you an idea. We have this long sort of toolbar on the left-hand side, and then we have a color picker at the bottom where you can click on it. You can change the color that we want to use. So then if I want to use the paintbrush, I can then paint on it if I want to, but we're not doing that right now. But just so you're aware that that is what's happening on the left-hand side. Then on the right-hand side, we've got these sort of control panels. And quite often what we'll be looking at, we might be looking at properties. If I've selected an area, we can have a look at our layers. So what I'm going to get you to open first thing is going to click on layers to make sure that's always open. So I'm going to unpack how you can actually use this. So currently we have this image that I've uploaded. It's called a background, and it has the lock key there to it. Lock means I can't move the image side to side or make it smaller or bigger. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock it. So if I click on it, unlocks it. Then it gives me all of these sort of different controls here. The other thing I've got here is the eyeball. The eyeball, what that does is I can toggle that to make it invisible and then visible again. Then we have a couple of different things up here where we have, this is the opacity settings. So at the moment it's normal, it's a conventional image, but then we can go through and have a look at the different sort of settings. There's nothing changing here because the image is at full capacity. So 100% opacity, I'm going to drop that so it becomes a little bit more transparent, but then I might change it to dissolve, for example. So you're getting the idea of what's going on here. We can now control and adjust images, how transparent, and apply different sort of settings to that as well. That's more relevant when we're going to put two images together, and that's the next thing we're going to look at. The other thing I want to show you just quickly is the layer mask, which is down here. So you might use layer masks in Lightroom, and they work in a very similar way here. The other thing I wanted to show you before we move on to combining things together is looking at the select tool. So up here, with the recent update of Photoshop, what you would previously have to do, if I wanted to, for example, select the sky and I wanted to remove that, I would have to get my lasso tool. So I would then click around from bit to bit to select the sky. Really annoying and painstaking. Or I'd use the magnetic, which is probably better, which then finds edges automatically. A little bit more friendly, but still pretty finicky. With the recent update, if I want to select, for example, the sky, I can click select and it automatically finds it. What I can then do is down here with the layer mask, I can click on that and it removes everything else. But obviously I don't want to remove that. I actually want to remove the sky. So we'll go back. So I'm going to Command Z on my Mac laptop. I'm going to click select inverse. So I'm going to select everything but the sky. Now I'm going to click layer mask. And that then removes the sky there. I can always bring that back because I can always remove that layer. But just knowing that we can use that setting. Other things to know is we can add new layers with that plus tool down here, but we can also delete layers using that trash can. We can also make them visible, there's nothing on that layer, so there's no point doing the eye, but you're getting the idea of the settings of this. I'm going to click delete that layer. Cool. Very basic start. So that's the opening video, just about how we can get an image into Photoshop and just the layout. And then the next video, we're going to be looking at how we can now sandwich two things together.